That's what I was saying. This is how they scam. They send you the check, and then you thinking it's an honest thing, you send them money from your account and keep whatever they tell you to keep. But then the check inevitably will bounce. And I completely see how people can get scammed, because the thought of making some money in an easy way is extremely tempting. Now we have an angry scammer. Hello, my amazing YouTube family. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hi everyone, you'll have to excuse my voice because I am fighting back something or another. But before the video got started, I know this is a long video, but I am begging you to please, please, please watch till the end. I am even only putting 3 ads in this video, one at the beginning, one in the middle, and one at the end. I need to make a little bit of money, but this video is really, really about avoiding this scam and how easy it is to get sucked into it, and it is super important, and I really hope that you guys will watch and share and alert people to this. So I thank you ahead of time. I love you tremendously, and let's start the video. Today's a very important video because, as you read in the title, I almost got scammed, and I don't want it to happen to any of you. So I thought I would do a Get Ready With Me. I was going to do a different one because I have several ideas for Get Ready With Me's, and they're just a little bit hard sometimes. I didn't plan out anything I'm going to use except for the foundations and the palette. So it's a good thing you're seeing the edited version of this, because I'm just going to be going, what do I want to use next? I'm trying to decide whether or not to put up quote-unquote receipts. I don't know how much trouble I can get into. I don't know if these scammers could find me and something could happen to me. I'm really, really nervous about it. But I'm going to give as much detail as I can so that if you see a similar situation, that you will be aware of it. I do want to put my hair back. I just blew it out, and it's still on the frizzy side, but I just want to use a scrunchie. I don't even know where my headband is at this point. I did my skincare. I didn't do much because I had done my skincare earlier. Yeah, let's continue to work our way down this Touch and Soul No Problem Primer. I'm almost done. I think if I use it every day this week, I will be putting it into my empties. And at this point, it's being difficult to not wanting to come out. Let's see if I do this. Yeah, that'll work. I definitely like the primer. I'm just excited about finishing up another product. That's kind of like my goal, to just get through some things so I have things that will fit better in the spots that they need to. My under eyes are a little dry, so I just want to put on a little bit more eye cream, and I don't know if you can even get this anymore. Can I? Can you? Oh, this isn't what I was thinking of. This is the REM Beauty. It's just almost like an eye primer. It's very silicone-y, and it just kind of blurs your under eyes a little bit. It's certainly not a miracle, but it feels cold going on, which is definitely refreshing. So let me tell you what almost happened to me. And I think I always had a suspicion that it was a scam, but you know, you want to try to think it's not. Now I'm going to say this in the beginning, and it really has no bearing on the story, but it's going to make you say, okay, I can understand why you might have wanted to do it. I got contacted by somebody on Instagram. Now they only had like 5 pictures, and what they looked like were digital rendition paintings, etc. This person contacted me and said that they liked my page, and they liked this one particular photo. It was an older photo, and he said that he was an artist and he wanted to use my picture and do a painting of it, but of course he wanted to make sure that I got credit and that I got paid for it. We hadn't discussed money yet, but I was like, you know that I'm having money struggles. I have to be extremely strategic about how much I spend for my channel so that I don't get killed in taxes, that I can still show some new things, but money is extremely tight. That's neither here nor there, but as I said, it goes into the reason why I was kind of excited about this. I'm using my Stila color correcting palette, Correct and Perfect. I haven't used it in a while, but I found it, and I'm going to use the green to just cover some stuff. I don't know why I'm breaking out. I have no hormones. What am I breaking out from? So first it's a rather innocuous back and forth. He's telling me again that he wants to use my picture and that he'll pay me for it, etc. Then we started getting into the money aspect. He said he was going to do like an oil on canvas and he would promote my page, etc. Then we started getting into payment things. Now I figured maybe there would be a contract that was coming, of course, which I would review very quickly, and I wouldn't click on, I do not click on Google links that people give me, like when people try to contact me to promote their product or to try their product, I do not click on Google links because it could be a phishing scam. Of course, my memory card got full, so I don't exactly know where I was, but I will have to try to remember because this stuff is way too important to talk about. So eventually, as it got on, we got into money things. Now, I do want to read some of them. I may have to blur out, the name, as I said, for the reasons that we're speaking of. I just looked, this person actually has 2,000 followers, but only 12 posts. So he goes on to explain that working on a 50 by 50 centimeters, etc. I'll use your face in the background, trying to, whatever. He asked me to send him the actual picture, so I found the picture and I DM'd him the picture. He also asked how old I was and where I was from, and I didn't mind, well, I said originally where I was from. I didn't say the location now where I am, but I gave him that. And he put, you'll be getting paid, which will serve as proof that you were paid in case of future references if you end up trying to file a lawsuit or for using your pictures without permission. That's really not proper English, and I had a feeling that this person wasn't in this country as they were kind of representing. I had always wanted to try these foundations from LYS. I have the concealer, so I'm going to be using that as well. These were $11 in the Boxy sale, and I think they're normally like $20. It wasn't huge, but it was definitely cheaper than getting them on the website. I picked up 2 colors because they didn't have one color that I thought was going to be good. So I picked up light neutral 3, LN3, and medium neutral 5. Normally in foundations, I am a light, medium, neutral. I love the triangular packaging. This is the LN3, and I'm also going to put on the medium neutral 5, and we can see the medium neutral 5 is definitely much darker. It's quite a liquidy foundation, as you can see how it's sort of kind of typical, sort of kind of runny. I'm going to put them both on my cheeks so you can see the difference. See, that one's definitely too light, but I think the undertone is good. And that one's definitely too dark, but I think the undertone is good. So I am going to mix them together. At least the undertones are okay. And that's still a little too dark. Let me add a little bit more of the LN3. I don't like having to do this, but if I really like that foundation, it's a sacrifice I'm going to make. So it immediately covered up some of the redness over here, which is nice. I'm just going to tap into my hand and do it that way. I definitely say that it's a medium coverage off the bat. As I continue to do this, let me continue reading. The next thing was, my client will be paying through checks. This will ensure that your payment goes through smoothly and in a timely manner. It will be sent to your email address for you to deposit. If I may know what institute you bank with. Now, I don't think the bank that I have should be relevant, in my opinion, because if you send me a check, I can deposit it into my bank. You shouldn't have to know what my bank is. So immediately there, I started getting suspicious, and then he said my client. I really didn't know what he was talking about. I'm trying to build it up, but it's not necessarily working. I am going to leave it at that for the moment, and I will just try to touch everything up with concealer, although concealer has not been wanting to cover this. I love these bottles. They're glass, they're heavy, they're really cute. Honestly, I mean, I'm just going to zoom you guys in. I'll lean in a little bit, but see, it's not really cakey or anything. I look a little bit light in the viewfinder from what I can see, but I don't see a demarcation between my neck and my face, so even though I look a little pale, maybe I'm just a pale person, really pale person. Anyway, I really don't know how I feel about the LYS concealer. It's called the Triple Fix. Again, same triangle packaging. I have the color medium neutral 1. Maybe it's just too dark. I thought that it would be good. I don't know. So my next thing that I said was a check in the mail, question mark? I'd never heard of that personally. While I was waiting for his response, I actually Googled, can you send a check through the mail? And what he responded back was, yeah, for you to print and deposit. Now, I do remember looking it up, but I want to look it up again so I can read you a little bit of information. How do you send e-checks? According to deluxe.com, it says e-checks are regular checks that you can send and receive in just seconds using email. There's no additional software or technology required, and anyone with an email address can receive an e-check. They can be printed and deposited like a paper check, or the recipient can choose to utilize deposit services. So I was like, okay, he's not immediately full of crap. See, it's not, I think it's just a little bit drying on my under eyes because I have very dry 52-year-old under eyes, and I am extremely picky with how my under eyes look because I'm so insecure about them. I'm going to add a little bit of the Leann Super Serum Fix Concealer. I responded, oh, I've never heard of that. And I decided to tell him because even if he knew what bank I was using, I'm not giving him my account information. He can't break into my account. And then he asks me a very interesting question. What's the mobile deposit limit? And I'm like, why do you need to know all this? If you're going to pay me to use my image and for a painting, just tell me what you're offering and I'll say yes or no. I was thinking even if like, $100, I would be happy with that for right now. You know what I mean? So all of these questions that he's going to have made me extremely suspicious, and I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. But let me continue on with it until I come to the determination of whether or not this is truly a scam. I'm using the Laura Mercier Under Eye Flawless something or another powder, and I'm using my beauty blender, which is kind of dirty and I need to clean it, but I love this little puff. Let's try to finish up this Morphe powder. This is just translucent. It's called the Bake and Set. And I'm going to use the Beautylish Lucky Brush that my friend got me for Christmas this year, and it's the year of the bunny. This is an okay powder. I don't think it's anything remarkable, but So as my suspicion is growing, I'm like, all right, what do I tell him? I didn't respond back for a while. And I responded back eventually, and I said, I think it's 1K. And he goes, can I see a screenshot, please? I'm like, again, what the hell does this have to do with him painting my picture and paying me? Now, my bank does not allow screenshots for obvious reasons, for security purposes, because you take a screenshot of your bank information and somebody can alter it. We're going to get into that in a minute. Yes, Winnie, do you agree with Mama? I think she does. Hi, Winnie. This is Winter Cat. she's gotten a little big. We're going to say that. She's put on some weight, but we don't fur shame around here. So this is the Winnie cat. Say hi, Winnie. Say hi, Winnie. You good girl. My beautiful girl. I love this cat so much. She can't quite decide what she wants to do here, but I'm going to have to clean my hands now. Now she's rubbing up against my mirror. Okay. I'm using my Ulta bronzer brush. You know what? Let me pull you in just a little bit. I'm like, And then he goes, yes, ma'am. And I put, my app does not allow screenshots for security purposes, but it said $7,500 was my mobile deposit limit. I didn't see any danger in just telling him that again. I'm not giving out any personal information. Then he says, okay, great. My client will be the one sending you the check, so I'll inform you once he has done that. Okay, the check is for let's try this again. Okay, the check is for $3,000, while your cut from that would be $500. I will use the remaining to get the painting materials and also take the remaining profit from my service. Hopefully that should be encouraging enough, though it might seem on the low side. And immediately, ding, 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 those warning bells went off. Now, of course, the idea of making $500, especially in these times, is very appealing. Now, here was my thought process. You're a painter, so you should have materials yourself, and why would somebody be sending me a check for then me to give you money? I don't understand. And I put, that would mean I would have to send you money, and I'm not okay with that. I've seen too many things go wrong. Because if you watch like Scammer Payback on YouTube or any of those, or Pierogi, there are scam centers, usually in India, who do nothing but spend all day trying to scam people out of money. And it doesn't have to happen just on YouTube. It can happen on Instagram. It can happen anywhere through a phone call. That's really quite pretty, by the way. I like it. It's not too dark. It's not too overbearing. And I really wish like my hair would behave right now. By the way, the bronzer it's the No Limits bronzer in Motivate, and it says light. The blush is in Confident. So now my BS filter is like, you know, really, really going off big time. And this is the wrong brush for that. I'm going to use one of my Farrah brushes. And then he goes, yeah, ma'am, once you deposit the check and the money get available, you will take your share of $500 and send the remaining. I should be the one having trust issues, not you. Is there anything you aren't understanding? Now we have an angry scammer. Now, not that I'm not a trustworthy person, but why would anybody, a stranger, send anybody a check for $3,000 and say, okay, you send me $2,500 when it clears? Who is going to do that? I put okay, because I just wanted to keep this going, because I really wanted to see where it was going to go. I put, do you now understand, ma'am? Again, you can tell it is not somebody from this country because they are using Google Translate. I want to use my Wonder Beauty eyebrow pencil, but everything's just broken off, so I'm using my e.l.f. brow pencil just really for the spoolie. To say that I need to clean off my desk would be a complete understatement, by the way. And I put this. I think so. Again, now I'm starting to play with him just a teeny tiny bit. But why would you trust me, though? I'm not dishonest, but you don't know me. He put, I mean, this is your profile, your personal public blog. I'm sure you're working, do any shitty stuff, and this is not my first time doing this, and I've never had any bad encounter, but I can trust you. So then I let it go by a few days. I'm like, do I really want to have time to play with this scammer or not? Because things were just not adding up. Any legitimate time somebody wants to commission you to do something, you are not going to be sent a check from someone else and then have to pay them back money and you keep part of it. I've heard of scams like that before. Before I continue with my story, I just want to share these two. I did a Get Ready With Me with these two palettes, and that was one of the ones that got deleted by my Winnie Cat. One of you amazing subscribers, I do not want to say the name because I didn't ask permission, sent me the Odin's Eye Christmas palettes. When I opened it, I was floored, I was blown away at the generosity, at the thought, at just the amazingness. You guys are all amazingly wonderful, and you don't ever, ever, ever have to send me something, but if you do, I'm going to say thank you, and I am so blessed and so, so grateful for these. They are beautiful. I haven't had too much of a chance to play with them. I maybe used them a few times, but now I want to. So we're going to take a little story break and go over these. This one is the Christmas Eve palette. Odin's Eye packaging is beautiful. There is a small mirror inside, which can definitely come in handy. This is a gorgeous, like, bluish green. It has enough neutral colors to do something on the more tame side, or you can go bold and beautiful with the other colors. It has some like grungy olives and and things that are just amazing. Of course, it has purples, which are stunning and I love. Now let's look at the other palette. This is the Merry Christmas palette. And look at this one. Beautiful, bright colors. Red and green. Very Christmassy, absolutely. But also you do have the neutral colors so that you can definitely tame it down. I am going to use this one today. I think in the last video I used the Christmas Eve palette. So let's just mix it up. All the brushes I always use are dirty, so I have a bag of brushes that I washed, and we're just going to go through this and see what I can find to use. I think this is a Morphe brush. It's been used so much, everything is worn off of it. Let me pull some of the ones that I think I want to use here. I'm going to go into gingerbread first. I'm going to use the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas, and of course my memory card's getting full. I'm almost out of the clean canvas. I will probably order more because it is one of my preferred eye primers. I love the opacity, and for the most part it does not dry out my eyelids or make me look 90. Sometimes it does, but I don't think that's a problem of the primer. I think it's just me. Alright, so I'm using, as I said, gingerbread. Ooh, she pigmented. I'm going to stamp and then I'm going to blend. So let me keep reading. I have to hold up my phone because that is where I'm looking at my Instagram. So as I said, I did not respond for a few days. I wanted to see, I really wanted to think about it, and I wanted to see how I wanted to continue. So he goes, hello, and I'm like, okay, is what I put. I've been using one-word answers. And he goes, okay, provide the information, your email address, your phone number, and your full name that would be on the check. I'm like, okay, the email address, obviously, but why would you need my phone number? I don't want to give you my phone number. See how dry my under eyes are looking? Oh my goodness. I'm trying to be very, very thoughtful in every answer I give and what I provide. And again, I wait 2 days and I don't say anything. And he goes, hello. So then I put my name, which is my name anyway. It's on my all of my accounts, so people know my full name. And I tell him my Gmail account. Okay, ma'am, hold on tight. At gmail.com, right? I'm like, what planet are you on? Then he says, are you with your laptop for you to make the deposit now, dear? You know, when somebody is doing that whole dear thing, for some reason in other countries, they think like the term dear is meant in a different way, I think. And to me, that screams, I'm a scammer. Please provide your phone number also, is what he also says. I was really hesitant to give out my number, but I do have the ability, obviously, to block people and report people if anything really happens, you know? I want to make sure that I'm blending. I do not want to have the same unblended mess that I had in my last video. I'm going to take hot cocoa in my outer V. And again, I don't answer him right away. And then he sends me... He says hello again, and then he sends me screenshots of apparently other transactions that he's done with people on Instagram. And I'm just hoping those people did not get scammed out of their hard-earned money. But he wanted to show me that, you know, he's done this before. Wow, I really thought this was like a brown. It's really more of like a winey burgundy color. So he sends me like, I don't know, 10 screenshots of financial transactions, etc. Here's a chat screenshot between me and a client in case you're having trust issues or something. Damn straight I was having trust issues. Can I just say, I don't know how people, when they're filming, they can do one eye completely and then say, oh, I'll just do the other eye off camera. I don't know how they do that because I don't remember the order of how I do things. And I want to like look at both eyes as I'm doing them. I don't know, maybe that's just me. And I put, I believe you have done with this with other people. I don't think you need my phone number though. And if you notice, I said, I believe you have done this with other people. Meaning, I think you've scammed other people. May be a huge mistake, but for some reason I want to take this red, which is poinsettia, and I don't know, do I want to run that underneath my eye? Well, that's an interesting choice, Leann. I'm going to use my other Sonia G brush. What do I want to do here? Maybe a mistake, but I'm going to take Jingle Bell on a brush and see how that works. Well, maybe not. It's like a greenish gold. So then he says, oh, okay, when would you be less busy so I can have my client send the check? Now, here's the whole thing, like, what's like the rush? He was now getting into like a rushed thing going on. And I'm like, please just let me know if you're interested or you're not airing my message is annoying respectfully. What does that even mean? Okay, I have no fallout with this color. It is very much indenting in the pan when I put my brush in, but it goes on beautifully with the brush, and as I said, no fallout. I'm also going to go underneath my eyes with just maybe what's left on that brush. I shouldn't do overly complicated looks when I'm doing, we Get Ready With Me and talking to you guys because I get too distracted. I'm going to take Snowman, I'm going to put that in my inner corner. And I put, okay, I will be able to do it tomorrow because what I'm trying to do in my brain is figure out how not to get scammed. Because in the back of my mind, I'm going, could really use $500 if it's somehow legit. And I completely see how people can get scammed because the thought of making some money in an easy way is extremely tempting. He says, okay, once you're ready, just let me know. By the way, you would still need to provide me your phone number just in case of any shitty things. I hope you understand. I found that to be almost comical. As far as my liner, I'm going to use the By Me X My Beauty brand. It's actually a pretty decent liner. For my waterline, I'm going to use my Ciate London Definer liner on my bottom waterline. I'm running out of good, just pencil black liners. So many of them that I have are just not good. They definitely like run and do not nice things. So I'm using my W7. No, this is not W7. This is number 7. Stay Perfector. Stay Perfect. Jeez, Leann. So let me continue reading. 2 more days go by. Hello, are you ready now? Later in that day, hello. I put, hi, how will I get you your money is what I say. Are you ready to deposit the check? Yes. Okay, do you have another laptop to view the check with you? No. Again, none of this is making any sense to me. I'm in the mood to use my Dior Backstage highlighter palette. I'm also going to use this Clinique, the Year of the Bull. That one was from last year. And I'm using a Juvia's Place blush. I like to just kind of mix them up. I would hold this up, but this one falls out. I'm also going to use this Clinique. Look at how adorable this is. I know that they came out with one this year for the Year of the Bunny, but I couldn't buy it. That's okay. I don't need everything. See, this is also, I don't know, going all out. So this man just keeps going on. He says the check would be sent to your email. Just save the photo to your device and view with your other laptop or something. I'm like, what's going on? What is the deal here? My curiosity was so piqued and just not in a good way. I put, I'm at work. Oh, okay, when would you be off work, ma'am? That whole ma'am thing was killing me. Trying to finish stuff up again. This is the Professional. That's a new one. Professional Super Setter. I love this. Cannot go out and buy one until I get rid of that, but I love this. Haven't used this one in a while. Let's use the Fenty Beauty. I guess this is the, I don't know, I'll put it on the screen. It's a mini, cute little packaging. So this is what he's sending me now. You will view the check pics through your laptop screen or any other phone and place it in front of the phone. That's why he okay. I just realized something. I'm going to explain that at the end. You will view the check pics through your laptop screen or any other phone and place it in front of the phone that has your bank app. Go to your mobile deposit option and capture the front check and capture the back check. He wanted me, and I can't believe, I'm so glad I'm going over this with you guys. He wanted me to use the mobile deposit not by printing the check, but taking a screenshot of my computer. It all makes sense now. And that is going to come into play later on as well. Holy smokes. Now remember, initially he said you print the check and deposit. Remember that? But now he was telling me I was supposed to take a screenshot of my laptop using my phone. And therein lies the scam. Okay. And then I asked him, well, how will you get your money? How will I send your money to you? And he said through Cash App or Zelle, once you deposit the check and it get available. Not proper English, by the way. And so what I put was, I can just print the check, no? And then deposit it through mobile. And I just got mascara down here. Oh, yeah, you can, but do you know how to print the check well? Notice he said, do I know how to print the check well? And what I will be getting into had me so confused for a little while, and as I said, now I understand it. And get this one, if you're comfortable sending your bank login deposit, I deposit it myself. I have a laptop with me, but if you're not comfortable sharing your login, you can do it yourself. Is he out of his mind? Like I would send him my banking account login information? What is he smoking? I put, I can print the check. I sure can't send you my login. As I said that last thing, I put my hand right in front of my face. I'm just getting very passionate about this now. I just lined my lips, but honestly, I just want to finish getting through this because, as I said, it's way too important for you guys not to know about this. I'm going to use my MAC lipstick in Mara Cashmere, and then I'm just going to add some gloss on top. Completely crappy application, but again, I'm more interested in getting to this. You know what? I'm just going to finish talking about this because this is important. Then I'll throw some gloss on. So, okay, that would be fine. Then you printed a check before and get it deposited. I'm just making sure you know you can print it correctly. He kept saying print it correctly. I didn't know what he was talking about. So I put, what incorrect way is there to print it? Okay, hold on. You would get the check in 10 minutes. I'm contacting my client already. Okay, which email are you using is what I said. The one you gave me. I need to provide your full info to my client, so please provide your phone number also. He gave me my name and my Gmail account. Finally, I did give him my telephone number. I said, because nothing can really happen. I can block people. Okay. Now, I checked my email. He sent me a check for $2,500. And then he put, did you got it? And I remember initially he said $3,000, right? He put, did you got it? Question mark, question mark. Yes, but it's for $2,500. He says, okay, good. Print it out and make the deposit. You said 3, so I'm sending you $2,000, right? He says, send me a confirmation screenshot after making the deposit. He goes, yes, are you on it? I said, I deposited. I can't take the screenshot of bank accounts. He doesn't listen very well, does he? How do I send you the money? He said, Cash App. Do you use Cash App? Add the $2,000 to Cash App and send it to this tag. And he gives me his tag. That's the tag of the person selling the equipment to finish out the painting. What? I put, I don't use Cash App. I have PayPal. Okay, PayPal will be fine. And he gives me his PayPal email address. Send as family and friends. Now that was like, okay, but this is a business transaction. Why would I send it as family and friends? Because if I don't send it as family and friends, I could dispute the payment. That's another clue. I put, I have to wait till the check clears. I don't have $2,000 in my account. I have negative at the moment, and I actually did. And I will share a screenshot with you, maybe, that shows I had negative $274 in my bank account. I think it was $274. Okay, well, can you send a screenshot that you deposited the check or a screenshot of your bank account? Again, I tell him, it doesn't allow me to do that for security purposes. Question mark, he says. Okay, you should get a confirmation Gmail or some thimph. He put some thimph. I put, it is an out-of-state check. They take time to clear. Your client will know when it goes through. It was a check from Hawaii. The way they sent it, Came as an email. I had the front and the back of the check, and I printed them, and then I had to cut them out so that I could use my mobile deposit. I looked at it carefully. To me, I mean, I'm no financial person. It looked like a regular check from what I could tell. I did not trust it 1,000%. He says, okay, well, I was thinking some is supposed to be available already. Again, I put no. Out-of-state checks take time to clear. If I don't wait till the check clears, it could bounce and then I would be out the money. But there's no money in my account anyway. He said, okay, well, let's just hold on and then buy, B-Y-E, S-E-B-D, don't know what that is, a screenshot of the check my client sent. He says, hello, I guess I didn't answer. He says, because my client said he just sent the check. Again, he says, check of $2,200 has been sent. Then the next day he says, so don't bother depositing that. Let's just wait for the $2,500 clear. In other words, he supposedly sent me another check. I didn't receive another check from this person. Please is need you to send the bank history transaction with another phone. Hello, he's panicking because I'm not answering him. The next day, hi, good morning. Please give me feedback on the check you deposited, dear. 12 hours later, hey, this is all him. Me, there is a hold on my account due to the check. It is not clear yet. When it does clear, and I will send you the money. My account was in the negative, and what they did do was there was obviously something wrong with the check and they were investigating it. They put a $2,500 hold on my bank account. I could not use my bank account for $2,500. I didn't have anything in it to use anyway, so that didn't affect me. He says, okay, can I get a screenshot to show my client? The next day in the evening, hello, why do you keep airing my message? I don't know what he was trying to say, probably ignoring, and the Google Translate didn't do it very well. The money is not supposed to be available by now. What's going on? You're staying clueless to me and not giving me a proof to back up what you're saying about the funds. F-U-N-D-Z. This is too comical. The next day, hello? The next day, 5 hours later, hello, this is no longer funny. You are trying to keep my client money or what? LOL. You better don't try playing games. Almost threatening. The next day I respond, the check is not cleared. The bank has a hold. They are suspecting it is a fraudulent check. As soon as it clears, I will absolutely send you your money. I want to be done with this transaction as much as you, as my account is in the negative. I don't have money to lose. Again, he asks me to send a screenshot. I told you this is what I said, I told you over and over and over, screenshots of the bank accounts are not allowed. Here is notifications from text that my account is overdrawn. And I sent him the screenshot of, you know when you get text, it says my account is overdrawn by $294.10. Okay, do you have another phone or desktop, he asks. What is this man talking about? I said no. I know that this is some type of scam or something, so as I said, I want to be done and over. If I get my $500, cool. I will send your money and then you will go away. He put SMH, this isn't a scam. The money would be available either today or tomorrow. And he says, if the check clears, it would be available the 7th or 8th. He says, okay. On the 7th, I get a notification from my bank that says check returned as fictitious and altered. And I said that to him, and I said, as I said, a scam. I said to him, you hope people will send you the money before the check clears. I'm not that stupid. And he says, TF, you were saying, send a proof that check was returned. I said, check with your quote-unquote client. The check is fake and altered. He sends me the next day, hello, is the money available? I said, no, the check is fake. He said, that's not true. Wait, is your Chase connected to Zelle? I didn't answer that. I said the bank rejected the check as faked and altered. It is not a real check. He said you probably didn't print and deposit well. What does that mean? There isn't a wrong way to print it. And I said, yes, I did. I said it's easy to fake a check when sending it through email, but banks know how to check for authentication. If you were really making a painting, you would make it, sell it, and then give me my commission. He goes, okay, do you use Zelle? This man is still going on. I put, it's still going to be a fake check. He said Zelle isn't about depositing check. Zelle uses Zelle, right? Chase uses Zelle, right? Said, if the first check was fake, I'm not taking another chance with any other transaction. And he says the check wasn't fake. You probably didn't deposit it well. I said there is not a right and wrong way to deposit. That was where he sent me a ... and I haven't heard from him since. That is why he wanted me to take a picture of my computer screen and deposit it that way, so it looked like I was taking a positive check. I guess that's how they are able to trick the bank into thinking it's a real deposit. By actually printing the hard copy of the check on paper, the bank was able to actually see that it was altered. But if I did it over a computer screen, it wouldn't have been detected that it was altered and fake. Well, my friends, this is the finished look. I really despise my under eyes, but I said I'm only going to go get some coffee, but oh my goodness gracious. But that's what I was saying. This is how they scam. They send you the check, and then you thinking it's an honest thing, you send them money from your account and keep whatever they tell you to keep. But then the check inevitably will bounce. Whether it bounces now or whether it bounces a month from now and they find out that it wasn't a real check. If you took a screenshot of your computer, eventually they would find out that it's fake, but it's going to take them longer, and by that amount of time the check might have cleared and then they would be gone with your money. I would have not have sent him the money until it cleared, because it just seems so scammy to me. None of it makes any sense when you break it down, but that is how they get people. And sure, he sent me screenshots of people that he went through with transactions, but I guarantee you those poor people got scammed out of ever how much money they sent him. And I am very nervous about this, and I want to, the reason this is going on so long is that because it's important. This really wasn't about the makeup. This was more about alerting you guys to what happens when people are trying to scam you. I don't know what to do. Do I go to the police? Even though I didn't get scammed, it could have been the police, the FBI. How many people are they doing this to? But am I going to face retaliation? Is there a way this person could come after me? He does have my telephone number. Could he find my address with my telephone number? I don't know, and I don't want to take that chance. So I am extremely nervous about going to the authorities about this, and I would really like your opinions because I don't know what to do, and I trust you guys will give me your honest feedback and your thoughts, and I would really appreciate any and all comments and thoughts that you guys have. But I want to thank you guys for going through this, sitting through. Doing the makeup was fun, I said, but at the end, once I realized exactly how I was about to get scammed, it became even more real, and I hadn't really thought about it until I sat down to do this and started reading my messages. So I do want to thank you guys. I want to thank you to the subscriber who sent me these palettes. They are absolutely stunning, beautiful. They performed beautifully. I'm in love with them, and you are amazing. That stands for all of you. You are all amazingly wonderful people that I'm so incredibly grateful for, that I'm so incredibly grateful to have this platform so that I could share this with you so that we don't get scammed together. If any of you have ever seen any of this stuff go on, please let me know. I would love to try to gather as much information. If I could do anything anonymously, I would. But I love you guys so very much, as I said again. And of course, whatever part of the world you're in and around, I hope you're having an amazing day or an amazing night, depending upon where you are. And I will see you really soon in the next one. Bye, everybody.